What's up, man? You in the building with DJ Street King, man. Streets is talking with the legend, man. Two Gun Kevi, man. What's up?
Man, I appreciate that, man. Nice shit, man. I appreciate that. I ain't on shit, man. I've been chilling, man. Getting ready to put some more shit out, man. That's it. Working.
Yeah, when you got out, man, you got right to it, man. You came out with some heat.
Yeah, man. I was locked up, man. I just, that was my thing, man. I never really put my best foot forward. So, you know what I'm saying? A lot of the time while I was sitting in there, I was just thinking, when I get out, I got to really hit the ground running, you know what I'm saying, and just push that shit.
You came out seasoned, you know what I'm saying? So, I feel like you was in that motherfucker really, trying to put it together.
I did, man. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all surprised me just with that, you know what I'm saying, just kind of with the intro. A lot of the DJs, man, just a lot of the fans, a lot of people was like, oh shit, it's him. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't when I left, it was just it's me. It wasn't shit. You see me, you don't. So when I came home, it was just it was a bigger thing. I'm like, damn, I really kind of got some traction. And just try to push, man. And y'all helped a lot. You know what I'm saying? You know me and you done bumped heads on a few scenarios where it's just you know what I'm saying, you done pulled me out at shows and just different events and shit. And I'm like, damn, they really fucking with me.
Nah, for sure. I feel like, DJs fuck with what the streets want, and, the streets fuck with you heavy, you know what I'm saying? And they request you and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? So it was only right.
Yeah, for sure.
Man, let's get right into it, though, man. I got a tough one for you.
What's up?
What's your top 5 Kansas City pen? Top 5 artists, pen-wise, in history.
Top 5?
They ain't gotta be the biggest, but the top 5 pens.
Nah, the top 5 pens, I know exactly what you mean. I'm gonna go, you know what I'm saying, and I'm gonna go eras because shit changed, but you know what I'm saying, for me, it was that 2000 to 2005 Rich, you know what I'm saying? It was that 98 to 04 Tech, you know what I'm saying? Ron for sure. It was just everything. He could drop right now and it's gonna be that nigga pen just different, you know what I'm saying? It was man, I ain't gonna lie, right? It's some niggas that y'all probably ain't heard of before, you know what I'm saying? But y'all probably have, you know what I'm saying?
Who is?
Dash. This nigga Dash and him and AR, they used to go back to back, but that nigga pen was so tough, you know what I'm saying? Just lyrical, you know what I'm saying? And coming up, that's kind of what it was. It was who got the hardest cadence, the hardest punchlines, the hardest metaphors, you know what I'm saying? And because I feel you know what I'm saying, shit, I I kind of, you know what I'm saying, grabbed that shit and ran with it, you know what I'm saying, for sure. But outside of me, you know what I'm saying, it's a lot of niggas that's tough. Now, lyrically, it's a lot of niggas that's tough.
I'm gonna throw some names out there. Young Boss.
Tough, you see what I'm saying? And that's why I was just headed in that direction, right? Young Boss, pen is immaculate. The sound for a lot of people that's rapping right now, you know what I'm saying, including myself, you know what I'm saying, it's they want to hear that sing song, they want to hear a little auto-tune, they want to hear some melody on there.
For sure.
And, you know what I'm saying, one thing that me and Young Boss got in common is you know what I'm saying, we jump out there and it's just boom. You know what I mean? It's damn, niggas snapping, but you got to have a respect for music to even be that's the type of shit I want to listen to. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. For sure.
I call niggas like that a rapper's rapper. I used to call Double that all the time. That nigga a rapper's rapper. You gotta be a rapper to hear him and appreciate what the fuck is going on. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, you just, you know what I'm saying, you gonna miss a lot.
You feel he could be on Funk Flex and he'll hold it down type shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And then, you know what I'm saying? And with anybody, you know what I'm saying? I believe that wholeheartedly. You know what I'm saying? You put that nigga on the microphone against anybody and it's gonna be damn, this nigga snap.
No doubt. What you think about the state of Kansas City hip hop right now?
I like it, man. I'm not gonna lie, right? When I was coming up, and I'm gonna just be honest, you know what I'm saying? I feel that's kind of what propelled me ahead of a lot of people, because it was when I was coming up, it's man, it was a two-way street with this shit. It's you had to actually be involved in what the fuck was going on, and you had to be able to rap. You had niggas that could rap, but wasn't involved. Nobody wanted to hear that shit.
Definitely.
You had niggas that couldn't rap, but was involved, and everybody still listened to that shit.
Fucked with it, yup.
And now you got just got undeniable music to where it's like you hear shit and you like, that's hard. Like, who the fuck is that? You know what I'm saying?
Don't
like,
even
you
matter.
gonna gravitate. Don't nobody really. And it ain't really about nobody caring, but I used to tell niggas when I was locked up because niggas like, oh man, you should be out there doing this, or you supposed to be out. You too hard to be in here. And my thing is this, man. I'm telling niggas this from the bottom of my heart. Any nigga that's rapping like me and living like that, you know what I'm saying? You're going to jail. You know what I'm saying? Like yeah. That's how that shit works. If somebody gonna crack you, you can look at all of the niggas that official niggas that can rap. You know what I'm saying? Like nigga, somebody getting cracked or somebody going to jail. You know what I'm saying? Like, and a lot of these industry niggas that y'all listen to, a lot of these industry niggas that y'all, you know what I'm saying, glorifies like niggas ain't doing that shit.
Yeah, they rapping about their past.
And that's cool. Yeah, like that's not bad. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the way you gotta go because
it's the only way to go.
It's the only way to go.
It's
you
real hip hop police. That shit real.
It's the only way to go, my nigga, because that's the only way people gonna really get to hear you. You know what I'm saying? If you trying harder to prove yourself than you are trying to do your music, you gonna get fucked off.
That shit ain't making it on the radio either.
You know what I'm saying? Hell nah.
That shit is over. That day and age is over.
You gotta have something. Before we started filming, I was just telling you about that shit. Like, I gotta be more DJ friendly, and niggas gotta take their craft seriously. Like, niggas will get a buzz because of who they are, but the only way you gonna be able to accelerate is like if you like hone in on your craft. So it's like, all right, nigga, you might be a thorough street nigga and you rap, and that's why everybody fuck with you because they know you're a thorough street nigga.
For sure.
But if you trying to blow, or if you trying to make some money, or if you trying to like, you gonna have to hone in. Like, you gonna have to say fuck all that shit. Like,
yeah,
man,
definitely.
Lock in.
You gotta do the groundwork. You gotta take the stairs like Rich the Factor say.
Man, that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So, where you from?
Man, shit. I tell everybody this, you know what I'm saying? I grew up 41st and Chestnut, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, oh, you from the 30s, you from the 30s? And you know what I'm saying? Like, I jumped off the porch in the 30s. Like, I used to walk from 41st and Chestnut to 38th to Bell Fountain, you know what I'm saying? Walk to 32nd and College. Like, I used to walk to these places, you know what I'm saying? And that's where I seen the shit. That's where I'm like, oh, yeah, this is where I want to be. Because I got big cousins, I got older cousins and shit, and I might be down there, we might be fucking around playing a game or shooting dice or something, and niggas like, oh, I'm about to go. Where y'all going? I'm going to the neighborhood. I'm like, I want to go, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then shit, you know, you look up, and I'm down there, you look up, and you know what I'm saying, I'm mixing and mingling with niggas, and one thing I tell niggas, bro, you know what I'm saying, about me, it's like, the love and respect I get when I hit that neighborhood, like, it's like niggas like
they take you in.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, not, you know what I'm saying, not to big me or little nobody else, but it's like, nigga, I like a god around that motherfucker, and it's just because like niggas know, like, I still on business, I came through, I never did no foo shit, like I always was who I said I was, always did what I said I was going to do, never did shit that I wasn't supposed to do. And I tell a lot of young niggas when I talk to them now, like, bro, that's the biggest thing you can do. The biggest thing you can do is be thorough and solid. You see what I'm saying? To be thorough, to be a thorough nigga and a fair nigga. You know what I mean?
The only way
like,
you can last.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like nigga, for real, I could bulldog this whole shit and we can all fall out, but I got integrity and I got principles and I got morals, and so it's like, nah, we're gonna play fair. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody gonna play fair. And when you start instilling that, like, it's like, all right, you know what I'm saying? I think I seen someone on Instagram, I'm pretty sure, saying, you know what I'm saying? They're like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the best man is a man that's capable of danger, but know how to hold that in. You see what I'm saying? And that's how I carry myself. It's like, bro, I don't want no trouble.
For sure.
I don't want no smoke, you know what I'm saying? But don't fuck with me.
Yeah, if it get took in there, get took in there type
that's
of shit.
It,
you know
man.
what I'm saying? But we don't want it to go there.
Not at all.
For sure. So how'd you start music? Like, what made you want to be a rapper?
Man, we talked about this. I was probably like 9, 10, you know what I'm saying, on 41st and Chestnut. And I'm writing raps and shit. You know, everybody wrote raps, you know what I'm saying,
yeah.
just back then and shit. And we had one of them little Fisher Price recorders with the tape cassette and shit, me and my cousin. And we just did shit, you know what I'm saying? It was, I think it was called the Thunder Crew or some shit.
Okay.
We was just, you know what I'm saying? We was just some kids, bro, fucking around.
Yeah.
And I had notebooks of this shit. And I never forget, you know what I'm saying? My mama found this shit and just went the fuck off. You know, I'm 10 years old, talking about shooting niggas and selling dope and fucking bitches and all type of shit. And my mom like, what the fuck is you talking about? Like, you tripping. Like, you don't even know what the fuck going on. Like, woo. Call my pops. My pops come down there. Man, you tripping. Like, what the fuck is you doing? You know what I'm saying? Woo. And I just kind of said, fuck it. But my cousin, that nigga kept going, just kept going. And I mean, he used to do like talent shows and just, you know how back then, like all that shit, you know what I'm saying? So I was about like 16 and I left the crib and shit and I went to stay with them. So I'm at his house, this nigga got a Fruity Loops. You know what I'm saying? And this, you know, back when niggas ain't had the internet, niggas ain't had computers.
Right. We on Cubase and Fruity Loops.
Yeah, like this nigga then took a monitor from here and a computer from here and a keyboard from here and created this shit. And, we shooting the shit, and he like, you know what I'm saying? He was serious. He like, man, I'm about to join this talent show, and it costs $200 to sign up, but I'm, you know what I mean? You can win this, and and I'm fucking around. I'm like, man, play the beat. You know what I'm saying? Like, he played the beat, and I wrote some shit, and we went to the studio, and we laid this shit. And I'm really just fucking off for real, you know what I'm saying? But
fell in love with it.
We planned it for niggas, and I really wasn't tripping, but everybody was like, yo, who the fuck is that? I'm like, that's me. They're like, that ain't you. I'm like, yeah. They're like, boy, that's hard. And I'm talking about niggas was really telling me, like, boy, you need to do that shit. Yeah. Like, you need to keep that, you know what I mean? I'm like, for real? Like, and I just kept going, and it got to, like, he don't even rap no more. And that nigga was like, you know what I'm saying? He was the one that kind of motivated me and pushed me to do the shit. And it just got to a point where it was just like, I couldn't get away from it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about being in the studio literally 48 hours in a row type shit, like, just smoking and rapping, like on some, you know what I'm saying, just lost in that motherfucker type shit.
That's what's up, man. How old was you?
We was probably about like 17 at the time, you know what I'm saying? About like 17. When I first started doing it, I was probably 16.
When did you get your buzz? Like, when did people start like really like fucking with you?
When I was like 18. And it was kind of like, it was crazy because at that time we was dealing with shit, you know what I'm saying? And
right.
And I never I never handed my mixtape out at the stores. I never did a lot of shit that the traditional rappers do. I never even dropped no shit till I was like 20, 22. But I literally would just be in the studio, bro, and I burn a song, like, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Hypothetically, I'm do a song, I burn that motherfucker onto a CD, I go to the neighborhood, I play that motherfucker.
Right.
Niggas like, boy, that's hard.
Start
Let me get that.
burning for motherfuckers type shit.
I ain't even burning for him. I give it to a nigga. I might give it to you. You know what I'm saying? And then when I come, like, well, I'm gone. I'm back at the studio for a week. You done gave it to all these other niggas.
You come back, everybody already know all the words.
Everybody know all the words. They looking for another one. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I did that shit for probably 3 years. Like, bro, I went to jail and
I was about to ask you that.
But now when I went to jail for this shit, I went to jail for some other shit in 2008. And everybody knew me for rapping. Like, you know what I'm saying? When I got to jail, niggas was like, boy, that's Kevi. Like, that nigga hard. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that was the whole thing. And I was looking at a lot of time. I was probably gonna go sit down and shit. And I'm just in that motherfucker. I'm fighting. You know what I'm saying? Just fighting and shit. Trying to, like, you know what I'm saying, get back home, get a bond reduction. You know what I'm saying? All of this shit. And my uncle, that nigga told me, like, man, if you get out, you know what I'm saying, like, you gonna drop a CD. Because I never had a CD. I never had nothing out. I just had a bunch of songs that niggas just burnt on their computer and gave away. And I ended up getting a bond reduction. I bonded out. You know what I'm saying? When I bonded out, I just started dropping. You know what I'm saying? Like, dropped Rats and Rap Cats, turned around, dropped The Legend himself, dropped Commando Kevi. Like, I was just dropping after that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So what do you feel like your biggest song you ever made was? Like, for the streets, like, you know you can just play that motherfucker, everybody gonna say it for word for word.
See, it gotta
be. Pick one. You gotta pick one.
It gotta be Vent. It gotta be Vent because.
All right, before Vent.
Before Vent, I'm dying.
I'm dying.
I'm dying. You know what I'm saying? And that was the rawest shit. I was in a hospital bed, bro, and my uncle would tell you this shit. I was in a hospital bed, fucked up, really couldn't. You know what I'm saying? Couldn't move, like couldn't really see. My eyes was fucked up. I was like blind in my right eye. I really couldn't see. I was just weak for real. And so. My uncle was just on my ass, man. You gotta drop a CD, you gotta write a rap, you gotta, you know what I mean, get back to work, man. I know you fucked up, but you gotta get back to work. I'm like, go give me a tape recorder. You know what I'm saying? And that nigga came back with a tape recorder, and I just recorded this shit on the tape recorder. That's really when I stopped writing, like, on pen and paper, because this is like, I'm just on the tape recorder, just going over and over on this shit.
When did you stop writing?
When I entered the hospital bed, when I got that tape recorder. 22, 22, yeah.
Lil Wayne, Jay-Z inspired that?
You know what? I heard about this shit when they used to say it, and I'm just like, man, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
You was ahead of your time, you was on time.
Repetition, bro. One thing that I know about, one that I learned about not writing no more is repetition.
The more you go to the studio, the more you record, the better you get.
And so, if you write a rap on paper, and a lot of rappers can attest to this, right? If you write a rap on paper, and once you go rap it, you don't really got your timing right. You don't really got your cadence right. You don't really got your breathing right.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And so you got to punch back in, or you got to start over. You got to do all that shit. If you write without paper, it's like by the time I'm done, I know where every breath come in, where every pause come in.
You hear every beat, every part of the beat. You know what I'm saying? You know how to like say certain words on top of certain beats and sounds, shit like that as well.
I used to write like that, right? I literally used to write, and then if a beat have a breakdown in it, I would start over and I would rewind it, and I would try to get, all right, how can I say this part on this breakdown? But since I got like just better and just more crafty with this shit, you know what I'm saying? I tell the engineer, you can snatch the beat out. A lot of times what I do is I'll listen to a beat till I got probably like maybe 4 to 8 bars. When I got 4 to 8 bars, I cut the beat off. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't need the beat no more. I know where I'm going with the shit.
Right.
And then when I come back in, so. And then when I'm rapping, it's like shit. I'll be at Studio B, so my shit is like, hey B, snatch it out right here. You know what I'm saying? When I say this, snatch the whole beat out, and snatch that motherfucker out and bring it back right here to drop. And you know what I'm saying? Like that's another thing I learned. Like, you know what I'm saying? All of that shit is on the engineer. Like, you know, when you go in that motherfucker, the rapper rap, you know what I'm saying? The engineer produce, like, and that's just, you know what I'm saying, how I like it.
Top 3 engineers in Kansas City history.
In Kansas City history?
Top 3 engineers.
Shit, Studio B, E up in mid range, and man, cause I don't wanna. Let me see, Studio B, E up at mid range.
You got Jazz. You got
Jazz.
You got FSP.
Jazz. It's Jazz, and I only been to FSP once, right? I only been to FSP once, and this is why I tell niggas all the time. Any nigga that asks me about a studio, I tell niggas, I said, if you doing melody, if you doing, you know what I'm saying, if you doing harmonizing, if you doing
FSP,
go to FSP.
Yeah, for sure.
That shit
like that new sound type
that
shit.
shit sounds like it's supposed to sound.
Yeah.
And a lot of niggas just drop auto tune on your shit, and it's like, all right, there you got auto tune. It's like, nah, that shit don't sound like that.
Yeah, I mean, I was around FSP like kind of when he was like, you know, getting his buzz like up before everybody started fucking with him. You know what I'm saying? And I seen him record Marley. I feel like Marley's like somebody that.
That nigga is a top 5 pen, and you can take me out. You hear me? Like, hey, listen, I forgot about that.
You know some crazy shit. Before I came here, I called him. I said, man, give me a couple questions for you, and he asked me to ask you your top 5 pen.
Listen. I don't give a fuck who you take out. That nigga top 5 pen, and that is crazy because he didn't pop up when I said that, right? Cap. That nigga so fucking hard, and he got the melody harmonizing, sing some shit down to down to a science, bro. Like,
bro, I done seen this nigga in the studio in several different cities and several different studios, like on the spot, come up with a hit, bro, and record it, and I'm like, bro, that's unbelievable.
Bro, he got some shit. Listen, what I'm telling you, I don't know what the fuck. I don't know. I might be fucking up right now, but it don't matter, right?
No, you're not.
That nigga got some shit that Big E brought me, cause Big E told me like, "Yo, jump over here with me and Marley." I jumps on there. I'm trying to hook so fucking hard. I jump on there and snap the fuck out. And I ain't heard the song since. And then I seen Marley posted shit like 3 months ago, but me or Big E wasn't on the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn, maybe Marley. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but that nigga got some shit. I'm talking about like automatic hit
he
shit,
definitely
you know
fuck with you. Know, I know Marley will.
Nah,
you
for
know
sure.
I mean?
You know what I'm saying? For sure. I you know what I'm saying? We done had a couple conversations, and like the respect level so high on both ends. You know what I'm saying? That,
I feel like y'all need to do something. I feel like y'all need to probably like do a project together.
Listen, he sent me something, right? And I know niggas probably thinking I'll be on some bullshit, but he sent me something, and a nigga snapped out so hard, right? That I'm like, man, you're not about to just get me to jump on. You know what I mean? Like, I need to feel this shit it's in my email somewhere, right? And I fucked with it for like 2 or 3 days, and I'm just like, nah, like this shit need my undivided attention because I get on here and get embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like that, and I be like, bro, I be every fucking where.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying?
sure.
My head be on a swivel around this motherfucker.
Nah,
so,
for
you
sure,
know what
man.
I'm
Shout
saying?
out to Marley Young, bro. I
Nah,
definitely
for
feel like
sure.
he one of the coldest artists in the world. Type
Nah,
shit.
for sure. He got hits, bro. I don't know. He comes up with some shit.
Yeah, nah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like to where he could write the shit, and if y'all gave it to Lil Baby and let Lil Baby do it, like that shit, you know what I'm saying? Like it'll be the number one song in the world type shit.
No
but
cap, bro.
I don't know what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like how, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know. It'd be like that KC Curse sometime. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know.
It's that's a thing.
I don't know,
bro.
cause like I feel like anybody hear that nigga like from a major label or something like that, they should automatically grab niggas a writer at least. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, listen, I can attest to that. We talked about that last time I fucked with Tricio, right? I was in the joint, bro, and you know, niggas on the yard rapping, Philly niggas, New York niggas, Virginia niggas, and they just like, you know, that's hip hop. We the ones.
Yeah,
bro, you know what I'm
sure.
saying? And I'm just out there like, type, you can't fuck with me. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was me and some DC niggas, some Baltimore niggas, and one of the DC niggas knew my work. Like, he had been around me at another joint, so he like, yeah, this nigga the truth for real. And so I'm listening to the niggas rapping. I'm like, he nice, but he can't fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? And niggas like, man, he the hardest nigga on the yard. And we ended up doing a big ass rap battle on the yard and shit, and everybody bet they, you know what I'm saying, bet they stamps and they soups and they chips and all this shit. And I'm talking about I crashed the nigga, and niggas is like, yo, where the fuck you from? I'm like, I'm Kansas City.
Couldn't believe it.
And niggas just like, Kansas City. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Some
Like,
niggas didn't even know where that was.
Bro, niggas like, in Kansas? I'm like, nah, I'm from Kansas City, Missouri. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, once you tell a nigga that, it's almost like, that's an anomaly. Like, that ain't real. Like, everybody can't rap like
They
that.
confused.
You
They
know
don't
what I'm saying?
understand
It's
what's
like,
going on.
if I would have told a nigga I'm from New York, they'd be like, yeah.
Yeah, right,
You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
If I'd have told a nigga I was from Cali, niggas like, oh,
When
yeah.
you say KC, they confused because they don't understand our culture yet. But
Nah,
when they
a lot of
understand
it.
it, bro, it's gonna be a time, and I feel like it's soon, bro. If I can do anything about it, bro, I'm gonna do it. I'm telling you,
Nah,
bro.
for
Like when they
sure,
figure
for
out the
sure.
culture of Kansas City, bro, it's gonna go crazy.
My uncle, right? My uncle, he'll say this shit to this day, right? He an older nigga though, but he hip, you know what I'm saying? He hip. And you know what I'm saying? And this ain't no knock against nobody, you know what I'm saying, like that, but like drill rapping, you know what I'm saying? Like they're like, oh, Chicago did drill rapping. It's like my uncle swear up and down, like, bro, we was the first niggas rapping like that. We was the first niggas rapping about, you know what I'm saying, doing gangster shit like that. Like,
Bro, before that Detroit shit,
before all of that shit, you know what I'm saying? And so niggas are here, and I seen an interview with them niggas. And they did what we need to do. You know what I'm saying? Where Peasy and Icewear was on
they
some shit
gotta
like,
connect, bro.
listen, man, like we didn't fuck
the
with them,
collaborate-
they didn't fuck with us,
Yeah.
but the vision was bigger than all of that, you know what I'm saying? And niggas just had to put their
I
differences
tried it once
aside.
before, you know what I'm saying? But I'm in the midst of doing it right now. I'm putting together a project with everybody, bro.
Yeah.
Niggas
Man,
need to be doing joint projects type
bro,
shit.
listen, I came home, bro. I came home with that mentality, right? And niggas is like, man, he tripping, or, you know what I'm saying, the politics is too deep for that. And my whole thing is like, bro,
It's
y'all
not.
tripping, like, y'all missing out. I sat in the joint, bro, and I used to just think about this, right? You would have Cali niggas coming down here that ain't even from the same city, let alone the same hood. Like, niggas don't know each other from a can of paint for real, you know what I'm saying? Just basically based off the music. And we got such a heavy California influence on us, and they don't understand is because, like, nigga, they came down here and force fed us that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, Mac Dre came down here, and niggas from Oakland brought niggas from Sacramento, and niggas from Sacramento brought niggas from
They
San
almost
Francisco.
taught us the game.
And they went and got niggas from Ohio. They brought Al Pacino down here. Like, they went and did shit to where it's like,
They maximized it. We
like,
ain't maximized
we
it
ain't
yet, bro.
maximizing, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I'm telling niggas that I done had conversations with reputable niggas, right, that can rap, bro, that got good music, that it's like, you know what I'm saying, I might hear a nigga over here to do a dope ass song, and a nigga over here to do a dope ass song, and then I'm doing dope ass songs, and it's like, but if we all got on the track together, or if we all, you know what I'm saying, but it's just so much red tape in between that shit,
It's
man.
not. It's not. All it is niggas is lazy. I'm gonna keep it real, bro. Niggas is lazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? I was lazy. Before I saw what I see right now on the road type shit, niggas is really lazy. If niggas really want to do this shit, they gonna wake up every single day and do this shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we got our own family business and stuff that go on. But if you really want to do this shit, you gonna wake up every single day and you gonna do this shit.
I listen. I'm, you know what I'm saying. I'm one of them, and I, you know what I'm saying. I'm not knocking myself, right? But it got like that, bro. And a lot of niggas don't, you know what I'm saying. Like me, I make excuses about just, man, I did too much time to be out here chasing some shit. You know what I'm saying. Like I got it. If a nigga not coming with it, then you know what I'm saying. Then shit, I'm gonna have to pivot. You know what I'm saying. And that's just how I look at it. But you absolutely right. Like nigga, when I was buzzing at my highest around this motherfucker, when nobody knew me and then everybody started knowing me, like that's the shit I did. Like nigga, I woke up in the morning and went to the studio and stayed in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I didn't eat, sometimes I didn't go to sleep. You know what I mean? Sometimes nigga I smoked doobies like and rolled up joints out of them. You know what I'm saying? Like and never left. You know what I'm saying? Because I was hungry and I wanted that shit. You know what I'm saying? And
I feel like with this shit it be phases. You know what I'm saying? It be phases like where you working hella hard and you feel like it's your moment, and it might die down or whatever. You get unmotivated for a while, and then you might come out with a new song or something might happen. Everybody talking about you. Another phase, you know what I'm saying? That shit might die down, and then you might come up with another one. So I feel like to make it, you gotta have that moment. You know what I'm saying? Like these labels are looking for the moment. They not looking for what you did already type shit. You know what I'm saying? They're looking for a moment. So it's like, all right, it might be time for me to like, all right, do this shit 24/7 right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, that also come with help. You know what I'm saying? Like with other niggas, right? So my thing is like, I might have my moment, but then he might be having his moment, and he might be having his moment. It's like if I share my moment with him, and he share his moment with me, and he share his moment with us, then everybody gonna continuously have moments. You see what I'm saying? Where it's like, nigga, at a time, bruh, it was like peasy. And then it was like Babyface Ray, you know what I'm saying? And then it was like, you know what I'm saying, like Baby Money. And then it's now Skilla Baby. And it was just like, because everybody's sharing a moment with the next nigga that anytime a moment pop up.
Not all the time. Like that majority of the time it's like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm not gonna depend on that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we're not dependent on that. We're not dependent on somebody to be like, bro, I'm gonna bring him along or something like that. Like, I'm telling you, it's not even hard. So it's like, bro, strategize. You know what I'm saying? Put a plan together, bro, and like go crazy. Like I'm 38. You know what I'm saying? I feel like right now it's my moment. It's my time. I gotta do everything I can right now. Or nigga, shit.
Nah, you having it right now. Like I said, you know what I'm saying? I've been watching, so you know what I'm saying. And I know I'm getting, you know what I'm saying, a little older too, man, but I ain't, you know what I'm saying, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, I got motion left, you know what I'm saying, and like we talked about before, that probation shit, like not being able to shoot the Cali, like, cause I didn't have that, like I didn't have niggas call, like, hey,
Definitely,
yo, bro, come out,
for
like,
sure.
you know what I'm saying, niggas that, you know what I'm saying, like, they got a Red Cup tour going on right now, you know what I'm saying, with YG, a couple of homies out in Cali, and my partner, he got his homie on there, Kalen, for real. And them niggas like, just come out and kick it. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, just come out and fuck with us. And I'm running this shit past my PO, and he like, oh, yeah, I can't approve it. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? But I know that when the time comes, it's going to be the time. It's going to be
shit.
like.
So do everything else, you know what I'm saying? So, like, the last step be like, I'm free type shit. And I'm going to help you, my nigga, you know what I'm saying? Because I fuck with you, and, you know what I'm saying? You, man, you something big for the city.
For sure.
You somebody who can rep the city and not make us look crazy, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah,
I appreciate that for sure, bro.
No doubt. Man, Two Gun Kevi. What you got coming up next, bro?
Gun Show. I'm working on it right now, man. We're working on Gun Show right now.
What's that? Your next record?
Yeah,
or
it's
next
the next
album?
album. It's gonna be the next album.
what's
You know
up.
what I'm saying? I'm gonna drop some mixtape shit here probably in the next couple weeks. You know what I'm saying? Just to kind of build up the hype. Man.
That's what's up, man. Big album coming up, I'm sure. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure you've been in the studio for a minute working on that motherfucker.
For sure.
Yeah, man. Streets is talking, man. Two Gun Kevi, man. Shout out to One Entity. Shout out to Kansas City Defender in the building, bro. Man, we got a lot more interviews coming up. Got a lot more motion coming up, man. Kansas City is the town. Stay tuned for Two Gun Kevi, new album, and all, you know.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate y'all for having me, man.
Yeah, real shit.